Esports taught me, when it's all on the line, you gotta dig deep. No matter where you come from, no matter how hard you go in your neighborhood, no matter what you've been through, it all leads to this. That moment when your heart is pounding and the same pattern of buttons you've pressed 1,000 times becomes more than just a pattern. It becomes a cadence. It's a symphony. It's a key to a door of opportunity that others would kill to have. But they didn't put the hours in. They didn't stay up late on the nights before work or late on the day the project is due. You did. So now it's your moment. All you gotta do is dig deep. When the moment calls, are you ready? Many are called, few are chosen. The Chosen Championship, coming to Accra, Ghana, July 2023.
Hey guys, and welcome to the Chosen E Championship 2023. Yes, which is coming bigger and better than ever. Now, mind you, this is one of the biggest ever esports activations to hit the country, and of course, it is brought to you by Golden Standards Gaming, straight away from the United States of America. Let me get my accent on. Let me try to see if I can just transport into America for a minute. But then, of course, we are live also here by kind courtesy the Esports Association of Ghana and also the Digital Diaspora, who have all come together to make this a possibility. And we are live also at the Otium Gaming Hub, located on the boundary road of East Legon. So if you're home watching us from the stream, welcome. But then also you can join us right here. We'll be your host for today. My name is Vespa Kofi Sapon. I'm here with my brother
Slimo. I'm Slimo.
He's Slimo, right?
Of course.
Now, this particular tournament began right from yesterday, where we had the qualification series happening live here in this same venue, because there was a lot of players who actually registered to play this tournament. We had over 108 players for FIFA alone, and that number needed to be cut down to a final 32 for the prime and proper tournament itself. And yes, we were able to do so. There are so many players who just couldn't make it to that 32 cut.
Very competitive.
Which names came in shocking for you?
Well, it was very interesting yesterday. I was here for the qualifiers, intense for the FIFA group, very intense. One player from Play Province, Pretty Boy Dels, was not able to make it. They were playing double elimination format.
Exactly.
In his first game he lost, second game he also lost. So double elimination, once you lose twice, you are out. So Pretty Boy Dels, a very shocking player to go out at that stage. I think he was the biggest of names to go out of that stage. Wiseman was also very shaky,
really?
But in the end,
wow.
I think he just managed to scale through, and then he also got into the round of 32. But I must say, these 32 players who have made it into the main event is just crazy. Every FIFA player right now is a top talent. Like, I can't even just go ahead and say, okay, this guy is getting out of his group or this guy is getting out of group. That's how competitive this year's Chosen Championship is.
Very competitive, as we can see right here. But then also the other games going on. We have Mortal Kombat 11. That championship is also getting very heated right there. Particularly one name that has been popping up is Princess Dahlia. I'm not sure you've noticed her gameplay.
Well, I saw her earlier. A lot of of course.
Yes, exactly. There are big names in there as well. There's Baby Fox, who currently represented Ghana in Nigeria for that gamer event right there. There's Fizzy in the building, all the way from Kumasi, one of the very highly rated Mortal Kombat gamers in the country, and also Wiley is in the building as well. So trust me, that Mortal Kombat is also getting very heated as well. And there's Tekken, which is actually going to begin from tomorrow, and mind you, there's 5,000 Ghana cedis up for grabs for the champion of FIFA. 5,000 Ghana cedis up for grabs for the champion of Mortal Kombat, and a cool 2,000 Ghana cedis ready on Sunday afternoon for the champion of Tekken as well. And this is what we are about right here. But we are going to recap of the event so far. Today the group stages are being played out for the FIFA, and tomorrow hopefully we'll get the finals also going on. And the same goes for Mortal Kombat, where we have them playing in some double elimination series, and so we have the winners bracket and the losers bracket going on for Mortal Kombat as well. So there's a lot of fun and action happening right here. It is the Chosen E Championship. Let's take a quick break. I'll be back with some more action.
Esports taught me when it's all on the line, you gotta dig deep. No matter where you come from, no matter how hard you go in your neighborhood, no matter what you've been through, it all leads to this. That moment when your heart is pounding and the same pattern of buttons you've pressed 1,000 times becomes more than just a pattern. It becomes a cadence. It's a symphony. It's a key to a door of opportunity that others would kill to have. But they didn't put the hours in. They didn't stay up late on the nights before work or late on the day the project is due. You did. So now it's your moment. All you gotta do is dig deep. When the moment calls, are you ready? Many are called, few are chosen. The Chosen Championship, coming to Accra, Ghana, July 2023. Esports taught me when it's all on the line, you gotta dig deep. No matter where you come from, no matter how hard you go in your neighborhood, no matter what you've been through, it all leads to this. That moment when your heart is pounding and the same.
All right, welcome back to the stream right here. We're live on the EsportsGhana YouTube channel. So if you are kindly joining the link, make sure you are sharing the link. Share the link, share the link. Send it.
Share the link.
Send it to all friends and family in the gaming community and beyond. Right now, we are extending borders of esports. It is not just about the gamers only. Share it to your family. In fact, share it to your church group. Share it all across. And of course, give us some shout outs when you join, and we'll be reading some of them. Let's get to recap the group stages so far, and I'm sure Slimo is on standby to give us an update of what is happening in each group. Mind you, there are 4 groups of 8 players each, and of course the top 2 are definitely going to walk into the next stage.
Well, top 4 into the round of 16.
Top 4 into the round of 16, and from there we go on. But then, Slimo, what's happening in the group?
Since we'll be bringing you a game from Group D, I'll start with Group D. The game that we'll be bringing you is going to be between Eugene and NK of Play Province. So we'll start with how Group B is faring. Group B, when we saw the draw, Group B looked favorable for some players, and so far so good for both of them. Sule of Explosion Esports and Mbappe of Play Province are currently leading the group. They've both got 7 points. Wow. In third comes Evans Deladem also with 6 points. Kojo Frames, the GFA Esports player, right. the player from Oasis,
yes, Oasis
freshly
Esports
joining Oasis, yes, exactly. Comes in fourth with 5 points. Leaford, who we are going to see in action very shortly, also has 3 points. Eugene he has to get some points on board. Oh, really? Eugene has to get some points. Mind you, Leaford is NK. If you don't know who he is, Leaford is NK of Play Province. He's got 3 points. Eugene has no points on board, so it's going to be a vital game that is going to be on stream. Eugene has no points. George Osaya Jeman also in there with no points, and Osborne Ajeti Osborne from Kanvik Records Esports also doesn't have any points to his name. Yes.
All right. I'm sure the 500 battalions are getting ready.
Well, there's going to be 4 players qualifying, so he has to do everything in his power to try to get some points on board. So that was Group 4. Sule and Charles currently leading with 7 points each. In Group 3, probably most people are calling the Group of Death, but I've got another group as the Group of Death. When we get there, I'll tell you about Group 3.
Tell us about it.
But Group 3 has star power, firepower. For the number 1 player, Wiseman, he's proving to be very, very strong. The Roots Esports player comes in first with maximum points of 7. In second, of course, Big House of Play Province coming in there with 6. And interestingly, Ado Tabi from we've got him from Camvic Records as well. Endless from Camvic Records also has 6 points. There on stream for you is Leaford versus Eugene. We'll get to that game shortly. Ofori Asante Franklin also 6 points. Guy Kobe. Interestingly, Guy Kobe has just 3 points. Fred with just 1 point. And Wonder Kid, no points on board. Raymond also no points on board. As we head straight into that fixture, NK Play Province, NK in the blue from left to right as George also in that white kit. Eugene in that white kit, kicking from right to left. It just promises to be interesting. With the way Eugene needs points on board, I'm expecting him to be very, very aggressive, and hopefully he grabs the first goal and it makes this a very interesting encounter.
Most definitely. There are points at stake for him, and it is now or never, because this is just a single leg affair. It's a one-leg affair because the group stages need to be done quickly. So there's no home and away events going on right here.
Just one leg,
and you either grab 3 points or get a draw.
You have to be very decisive, and we'll see if both of these guys can be decisive enough to make it out of the group. So if you didn't hear me earlier, it is NK in the blue, the Play Province man in the blue of PSG, and Eugene also in the white, currently attacking with Hakimi with that cross in there, finding Neymar, but the header not strong enough to be the Italian in goal. Gianluigi Donnarumma with a big save to keep it goalless at this point in time, but a very strong start from Eugene. As expected, he is the one without points. He is the one that needs the points the most, and now, a very strong start from him.
Let me come in with some exciting news, and then
that first goal goes in.
We're talking about Eugene not getting a point. He has actually gotten that first goal right there, an emphatic shot getting him that deadlock breaker. But then Eugene is a recent champion of the Accra Teka University Esports Open.
Wow.
He was a champion who was recently crowned, and it's quite exciting to see him already on the big stage right here playing with the big boys. And so I'm expecting a lot from him. It's unfortunate he hasn't gotten the points yet, but then I'm sure it's just a slow start, and maybe he will be able to warm up into this.
But I'm glad he's been able to do this. I'm just excited that esports is kind of growing, because when they started the university championships, we ain't seen too many of the university players on the big stage. But Eugene really doing well, as looking for that second goal. Kylian Mbappe looking to get that ball around that defender, just can't beat him. But a very strong start from Eugene. NK from Play Province currently with no goals, and he's under a lot of pressure. Eugene once again, NK this time around winning the ball high up the field and can burst into the counter. Sanchez with Messi lurking around, NK decides to recycle, but a very strong start from Eugene, no doubt. I've really liked the way he started the game.
I mean, this is
aggressive.
This is now or never for him, because he's yet to get a point, and he's already played 2 matches. This is actually his 3rd match being played, and so if he's unable to grasp the points right now, it might be very late for him to get some later on in this group stages. So kudos to Eugene. I'm
just
sure
a reminder for you, it's 4 players making it out of the groups, and so far for Group 4 proving to be very competitive. The top 2 in the group, Sule and Mbappe, currently on 7 points. Evans with 6. Kwejo Frames has 5. Lee for those currently in this game, and K has 3, and Eugene, as I said earlier, has no points on board, so he has to be very decisive, and so far that has done the trick for him. Well, that cross in there just stinging the palms of Donnarumma, and Eugene still currently leading by that lone goal to nil. Mind you, it's 4 minutes per half. You have to be clinical, you have to be quick. Sanchez, NK looking to get that equalizer. Mbappe besting down, tries to borrow the keeper, and an excellent finish, excellent composure, and the Play Province man right back in the game.
Now that was quite a cheeky goal right there. Looking at how he rounded the goalkeeper, mesmerized the defense, and slotted coolly into home. And K proving that he is indeed from the home of champions. But then game on, 1-0. Let's see how it goes.
Well, NK with a very, very good through ball, split that defense open. One thing I noticed this year, you have to utilize the likes of Kylian Mbappe. Last year, we weren't dealing with through balls too much, but this year, over the top, on the ground, Kylian Mbappe is the man for you, and he was that man in that situation as NK grabbed that equalizer. As we head into the break, well, not yet. The referee says you can play that corner, and NK looking to capitalize off of it, but just wasn't meant to be. We head into the half as it comes in a tie, NK equalizing in the final stages of the first half. But a very interesting game. Both teams, in fact, both players really desperately need these points, and we'll see how it goes on from here. But a very strong 45 minutes from both halves. I must say, Eugene really dominated that first half. It was only just one goal to show for it, but that is something to work on. And Lionel Messi with those step overs, almost getting the second. Sule.
Now, Slamo, you have played this game for a while. How would it feel to be in Eugene's shoes right now? You know, coming fresh from, your first ever tournament into such a big tournament and coming to meet, some of these superstars. How would he be feeling in his shoes right now?
Well, it kind of goes both ways. Coming into a tournament like this, of course, he's a local champion at ETU. You're the best in your university, but people keep telling you, can you do it on the big stage? You're looking to prove people wrong. On the flip side, you have to be very wary of the likes of the people you're going to be facing. As Lionel Messi grabs the second for NK, leading. Well, for Eugene, as he's currently leading by 2-1. Just as I was heaping some praise on the ATU man, he grabs the second to regain his lead back. A very, very strong goal. Neymar, well, NK looking to respond quickly, but just as I was saying, on the flip side, you have to be wary of the likes of the players you're going to be facing, because it's in the group with a very, very, very strong players, and the likes of Sule and Mbappe are very, very good enough to give him a hell of a time. So I'm just wondering how he's going to be faring, but so far in this match, it is going well for him as he's currently leading by a slender margin. NK, brilliant move. Oh my word, that reverse elastical, enough to beat the defender and just creates that separation, which grabs him that finish. And came back in the game, 2-2 at this moment in time. And I think with what is at stake for this game, some points on board, I feel like both players know what is at stake and they are playing to maximum understanding. I feel like they know what is at stake and they are really playing well. Here comes Eugene once again. Carlos Soler on the rebound, just can't round the goalkeeper. Wow, there's end-to-end action every single minute. Both players going at it hard. As the group stages from group 4, it's a really, really tough one. NK looking to break away. But Vespa, what have you made of the game with 16 minutes gone?
Well, it looks like a game that is really going on with some aggression right there, because Eugene is coming from the very, very, very unmentioned group of players. He's among the minimum group of players that you would even expect to come out on top of this group, and he's really battling out right here with NK with his life. He really needs these points. Like I said, this is his third game of the group. He just has about 7 matches in total to play, and so he needs to get these points now or never. And K already is an established professional, and so definitely he might be taking it cool right here, but then of course he might be also worried of the threats.
But speaking of NK, since him joining Play Province, I've heard rumblings that the team is not, I wouldn't say too happy with him, but he hasn't performed to the levels that people expect. If you look at the likes of Big Ups, Mbappe, Jonas Dels, what they've contributed on board, it seems like the player who really blossomed in the Ultimate Battle Season 1, we haven't really seen him. So maybe this could be his chance to kind of show others that he's ready for that Play Province team, and we'll see how NK fares from there.
This could be his big break. Even in the real sporting world, sometimes some
brilliant pass and a brilliant finish. NK with the third. I feel like the commentator's pack is now working for him. As I was speaking about Eugene, he scored, and now you're praising NK, and he's grabbed the 10. Excellent finish. That driven pass is what did it for me. Renato Sanchez, hard driven pass straight through the middle, and Kylian Mbappe. Well, Lionel Messi in situations like those does not miss. The Play Province man leads for the first time in this game with just 7 minutes to go. He's 7 in-game minutes away from grabbing his second 3 points of the group, which is going to be which is going to prove very, very vital. It takes him straight to second place over Evans, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see how things turn out. He could seal this one. Turns with Mbappe, decides to go over the keeper. And Kylian Mbappe makes it for NK. Surely has the win. Surely has the win for this one. But it's just interesting to see how he made this comeback under a lot of pressure. I must say, Eugene gave him one hell of a game.
Well, I'm sure also maybe, NK, being a professional that he is, wanted to, just give Eugene at least a taste of how it feels like to score a champion just for a short while. And right now, he's just back in his prime, back showing that he is indeed among the best. But then, all hope is not lost yet. For Eugene, I wish him best in the other games. But then for this, it is done and dusted now. And NK is gloriously walking away with 3 points from here. And to add to his tally, he definitely will be coming up
with 6 points now. He'll be going straight to third.
Exactly.
Going straight to third.
All right.
Over.
The end of that game, and we'll be going for a quick break.
When we are back, we'll be giving you more updates from Group 2, Group 1, and Group 3 with some very, very interesting results. Stay tuned. The Chosen Championships FIFA 23 action is live from the Ultium Game Hub.
Esports taught me when it's all on the line, you gotta dig deep. No matter where you come from, no matter how hard you go in your neighborhood, no matter what you've been through, it all leads to this. That moment when your heart is pounding and the same pattern of buttons you've pressed 1,000 times becomes more than just a pattern. It becomes a cadence. It's a symphony. It's a key to a door of opportunity that others would kill to have. But they didn't put the hours in. They didn't stay up late on the nights before work or late on the day the project is due. You did. So now it's your moment. All you gotta do is dig deep. When the moment calls, are you ready? Many are called, few are chosen. The Chosen Championship, coming to Accra, Ghana, July 2023.
Here at the Chosen Championship 2023, yes, featuring 3 gaming disciplines. FIFA 23, which is almost dying off as the introduction of EAFC 24 has just been birthed, but also we are playing MK11 in the building as well, and of course Tekken, which is built for tomorrow, Sunday the 23rd of July, where we are looking for 3 champions from across these 3 gaming disciplines. Who is it going to be? Who are you tipping, Slimon, to carry home the 5,000 Ghana city check for FIFA?
Well, this year has been the most competitive year for me so far. I feel like last year we had a definitive champion. Big Ups was very, very consistent, very, very dominating. This year, Kennedy has been dominant. Big Ups has been dominant. The returning wonder kid could pull up a surprise. Guy Kobe is also in the mix. Sule, I must say, has been very, very strong. And if I read those Group 3 results to you, you hear another name in there, DJ Juvenile. I must say, I don't have my hands certain on this one. We are keeping our fingers crossed.
Now, to mention some more players, I think there's Wise Mars in the
in
building
there as well.
He's
been excellent.
Some exciting gameplays in there. Of course, there are the Comeback Records guys in the building. I think I've seen Choice Badger and Niboy around, who definitely will be looking to make them proud. And of course, there's some number of free agents who are really playing quite good. Have you noticed any yet?
Well, yes, I must say DJ Juvenile from Group 3. Look, I have to go straight to Group 3 if I mention DJ Juvenile, because he's put on an excellent performance. Well, sorry, he's in Group 2 actually. He's put on an excellent performance. His first game, he was very, very dominant. He won in his first game. And in his second game, it was what drew the attention to him. He came up against the current Hits FM Rep Your Jersey champion Kennedy, the Ultimate Battle Season 1 champion Kennedy, and he beat him with literally the last strike of the game.
Don't miss.
And he's on to 6 points as well.
I definitely want to see this player play.
That is what has drawn people's attention. He's also beat Dennis, who's also from
OG Drizzy.
OG Drizzy, of course.
Wow.
And it's just shocking at this point. And at this point, anybody can make it out of that group. I think for me personally, Group 2 is the group of death. But people also have Group 3 because there's big names in there. Let me run you through some of the updates from Group 3. William Ofair, Grassroots Esports is leading currently with 7 points. Ado Tabi comes in second with 6 points. Harry JB Big Ups drops to third with 6. Guy Kobe Osmos Esports in there with 4 points. Ofori Asante Franklin with 6. So there's 7, 6, 6. 4 people on 6 points. Nick Bakpo finally registers his first 3 points. Wonder Kid Virtual Union, possibly the most decorated FIFA esports player in Ghana.
I mean, he sat down with you in a conversation prior to this tournament, and he told you he was bouncing out of retirement.
And this could be his last. So probably he wanted to sign out big, but it's not working out so well for him in the group stage. But it's not done yet. There are a lot of more FIFA games to be played, and we'll just see how it goes. So Fred also comes in 7th with Group 3. Also just 1 point. Raymond finishing 8th. Well, he hasn't finished yet, but he's currently in the last spot with no points to his name. Group 2, my personal group of death.
All right, tell us about that then.
Number 1 comes in Jefferson Obodai. He represented Ghana in Cote d'Ivoire. Came out third. He really made us proud. La Vista, the La Vista man himself comes in first. Of course, he comes in first with 7 points. Number 2, the man from Canvic Records Esports, Montana, comes in second with 6 points. He's been very, very impressive on the day. I must say, FIFA 23, my top 3 attackers, Montana is in one of them. If he's not number 1, he's number 2. If he's not number 2, I'll put him 3.
That's a big call.
Very, very big statement. I feel like almost every time he's attacking, he's going to score. That's for me.
He needs to prove that in this tournament.
Well, we'll see. But
Montana, I'm looking out for you.
But FIFA is not all about offense. You have to defend as well.
500 battalions of the comeback records.
We want to see them in the comment section.
Yes.
Coming in third, my favorite of the tournament so far, DJ Juvenile, also with 6 points. He's been very, very impressive. He's currently a free agent, so the teams out there, you could put him. I've seen some Canvic Records esports boys already talking to them, but probably they're already friends, but maybe they could be adding him to their squad. In fourth, Dennis Yeboah, OG Drizzy, Cougars Esports with 4 points. Explosion Esports in there. Stanley Kwesi with just 3 points to his name as well. Amponsa Maxwell also has 3. Amponsa Maxwell actually from Prime Lords. Prime Lords also just has 3 points. And shockingly, the current Hits FM champion, John Kennedy, with just 2 points. He hasn't lost the game. He hasn't lost the game, but he's just got
control at home.
Well,
now talking about explosion, there's another interesting match coming up very soon on your screens. That is going to be between Sule, of course, the iconic hero of Explosion's esports team. He is coming up against Mbappe of Clay Province, and that definitely is going to be a very heated match in Group 4 or in Group G. So we are looking up to get that match on your screens very soon. But then let's continue with some updates right here before
also,
we get straight
just as I said, in 7th place comes John Kennedy. Well, I said earlier that he hadn't lost the game, but recent events, they've alerted me that he's just lost his current game against DJ Juvenile. So he's just got 2 points on board. Kennedy with just 2 points after 3 games played. Wow. And coming in 8th, Mark Mate from Kumasi.
Kennedy wasn't just the winner of the Hits FM representative.
He was Ultimate Battle Season 1 champion.
And he also recently won the All Games.
Wow. I almost forgot more accolades to his name.
That was just a week ago.
Well, one could argue that he's even the best player when it comes to FIFA 23 in Ghana.
So what is happening today?
Well, the chosen championships, there's big money. It comes with big pressure and it comes with big responsibility.
You know what we say? Many are called,
but few are chosen. Who are the few 16 players to make it out of the group stages? That is what we are here for. And the 8th spot comes in Mark Mate. I was impressed with him with his first game. He played very well against John Kennedy, but it's not really working for him. He comes all the way from Kumasi, from the Modern Row Esports team. Hopefully he bounces back into the first group of the day, Group 1. Group 1 almost feels like a formality. The people are expected to perform are performing in number 1, arguably the best player this year. Arguably, you could put him number 1 or number 2. I don't know where you have him, but Steven Selom, Choice Badger, Canvic Records Esports, emphatic display today. 7 points, comes in first. In second place, a player where after signing on to Explosion, hasn't really lived up to expectation. It feels like this might be his tournament. Eugene Asante, Gini, also comes in second with the same number of points, 7 points. And of course, our current GFAE, in third place, Charles Neboy of Convict Records Esports, also with 7 points. I must big up the Convict Records Esports team. You guys are really on form. And the GFAE trophy champion, Prince Jonas, currently in fourth place with just 4 points. And Ponsa Lawrence, also 3 points. Hunu Charles, faculty of Play Province, coming in with 2 points. Shadrach Apia and Kelvin Ajeti are the final 2 slots in Group 1. So that is just how a feel of how the groups are going. Yes, it's just incredible to see the kind of FIFA talent we have. We'll be bringing you more Mortal Kombat updates, but for now, it's just the FIFA that we have on our hands, and it's just incredible. Vespa's already alerted you that we'll have that game with featuring Habibu Sule very shortly, but all the groups are very competitive.
Before the match comes up, let's acknowledge some partners and collaborators who are making this particular event possible. So shouts to Met Arena. Yes, Met Arena are a part of this chosen E-Championship 2023. Also to Otium Game Hub, who have actually hosted here, and this Plush Gaming Hub. If you're looking for some gaming, some cozy gaming spot to play out with your boys, with your girls, with your girlfriend, with your aunties, with your cousins, with your nieces, Otium Game Hub is the place to come. So take note of that. And also to other sponsors and partners, we have Play Province in the building, of course, where champions are made. And also to Play Arena. Yes, definitely they are behind, this particular streaming for today, making sure that this is powered. And so shouts to Play Arena. Also shouts to Esports Academy. Yes, Esports Academy, who have always been a support for esports activations in the country. Shouts to the CEO, Mr. Maximo Samatego. I salute you wherever you are. Also shouts to the African Esports Champions. Yes, African Esports Championship for giving us the support that is required for this. So it is the chosen E-Championship 2023. We are getting ready for that match coming up next between Sule, Habib, Flo Benafras of Explosions, and of course Mbappe of Play Province. Let's go.
A big one to decide who will claim top spot of the group. They are both on 7 points, but who has that advantage? We head straight into the game. We are a bit late, but I'll bring you all the action. There are no goals so far. Habibu Sule, Explosion Esports, Mbappe of Play Province. Mbappe of Play Province currently in the blue of PSG, Sule Explosion Esports in the white of Paris Saint-Germain. If I say this is a big game, probably it's just an understatement, but it is a very huge game. Mbappe of Play Province, last year's Coca-Cola tournament winner, he's been on a roll. I interviewed Kid on the VGA Esports talk. He had him in the top 5. Mbappe was third. It just tells you Mbappe this year has been crazy. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do this year. I haven't really seen him win a major tournament. Last year he was very good, but this could be his year as well. Sule, season winner, he's got everything under his belt. We'll see how he fares as well. Mbappe, Kylie in the blue of PSG, kicking from left to right, on the ball right now with Verratti. Ramos, brilliant slide tackle coming in from Neymar. Sule looking to apply the press, but with just 30 in-game minutes gone, both players not looking to surrender any goals at this moment. But it's Mbappe still on the ball. Verratti. Mbappe once again finds that the Argentine down that flank. The Argentine who's been making the headlines in real life. Lionel Messi with that excellent goal on his debut for Inter Miami also features virtually for Mbappe of Play Province. Neymar finds Mbappe once again. Well, end-to-end stuff, I must say. Both guys are feeling each other out. With just 30 minutes gone, I'm expecting the game to open up a bit. But you could call this game old gen versus new gen. I've been calling some of the players old gen. Surely, Sule is part of that old gen. The old gen who really made us fall in love with FIFA esports in Ghana. And Mbappe, the new gen, currently blossoming. They are currently taking the mantle from the likes of Kobe, Sule, Wonder Kid. He's in that bracket. He's in that upper echelons, I should say, of FIFA players in the country, and I must say this game is a very big one. Who claims top spot? Let's find out. Hakimi, Messi, Ramos. Mbappe still probing the sides to go back and see if he's able to open the space up. But very patient build up from Mbappe. With just 2 minutes to go, of course. As a FIFA pro, he's going to be looking to wait for that last attack and then maybe make the clock run out for his final chance of the game. Mendes. 45 minutes gone, and surely the on-pitch referee will say that closes it. But Group D. In fact, Group 2. I'm sure both of these guys are going to qualify. But placing first gives you an advantage. You are going to face people from lower divisions in the other group. Do you think it makes an impact for you? Should you prioritize being first?
Of course, definitely. Everyone is gunning to be the best, and particularly in the group stages, like you mentioned. If you place yourself well, you're likely to face not much of a strong competition as going into the knockout stages, particularly the round of 16 in this case. And so definitely, I mean, that top spot in the groups, very, very necessary. It is what you definitely should be fighting for if you are a player in any group stages tournament.
Well, Vespa says prioritize finishing first. Let's see who hears him and grabs that first place. Currently, Sule is leading, but just on goal difference. Both of them have the same points. 7 points to both of these players, but a very big one in front of us. Here comes Mbappe once again. Verratti trying that driven pass into Neymar, but well cut out. Habibu Sule is defending, has been very, very strong, closing down those spaces so quickly, not giving the Play Province player any chance to break down that defense. 55 minutes gone, no goals to show for both of their efforts, but a lot more action to come. Hakimi. Well, of course, it's always going to be Paris Saint-Germain. I feel like they're the most meta team in the game. You just can't pick any other team apart from Paris Saint-Germain. But this year, I've seen Wonder Kid already pick the France national team with the chosen championship. So maybe that is also working for him. But the majority, almost 98%, going with the PSG team. And they are just so good. When you've got Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe up front, you just can't reject those three. And it's just amazing with how people are able to work wonders with them. Here comes Sule. Well, Ramos' pass not the best. That is the few weaknesses of the PSG team. A lot of players like to play Ramos in that DM role, but once you play Ramos, you've cut out some attacking options for you. He can't really pass the ball. He can't really hold on to the ball. So once he's pressed, you are going to lose that ball. And well, we'll see how that pans out for both of them as Ramos is featuring in that DM role for both of the teams. Here comes Mbappe. Tries that finish well. The shot cancel, almost beating the defender. Sule read that to perfection. Well, I might have fell for that, but the Explosion Esports man at the top of his game at this moment, and he goes on the break. Renato Sanchez also stopped in his track. Both defenses are top notch so far, and if this game ends in a draw, I feel like it just benefits the other players from this group. At least they are not going to go too far away from you.
Definitely. Looking on that list right there, we have Evans, who is closely following these top two with 6 points. And so if these two players draw right there and he wins, definitely he's going to leapfrog them and come into first position. And so yes, that draw actually, kind of, closes the gap for other players in this group and gives them an opportunity to make something out of it as well. So let's see how it goes. There's some few minutes on the clock, yes, just yet, but it looks like these two players are just at each other's necks. They are actually at par with each other, and it will take a lot to separate them, even with one goal.
Well, me, I like pressure moments. So in fact, personally, I like pressure moments. I want to see these guys battling it out for a spot qualification. So seeing them draw it out, yeah, it's going to put them in that situation. So let's see how they do. But they've just got 10 minutes to change the result that you are seeing on your screens currently, as Habibu Sule attacking in the final closing stages currently. Scoreless at this moment, and Sule still attacking Neymar on that left flank. Can he find that pass? Decides to stop there. And well, Hakimi jogging very well. Here could be the chance for Sule to grab that goal. Gets the shot away, but Donnarumma with that huge framing goal prevents him from scoring. Very well done, Sule. Well, the attack was fluid. He had everything, but the final shot away to grab the goal. Well, it was surely if that goal was going to go in, it was going to be dramatic. But we've just got a few minutes to go, and maybe the Play Province man has a different script to write. Hakimi, Ramos, final minutes going, decides to switch the play to Mendes. Well, he wins the ball brilliantly and almost finds Mbappe. Final chance of the game for Sule. The Explosion Esports man just too late, and the game ends scoreless. Well, two heavyweights in the group going at it. Nothing to separate both sides. The chosen championships are heated.
Definitely heated is the right word to describe the chosen E Championship 2023. Definitely it is heated. It is hot right here. I'm surprised I'm not sweating, but then don't just, go off yet. Maybe the sweat will come in later when the heat gets to my jacket. That's the Chelsea E-Championship 2020. Let's go for a break. We'll be back with more of this action. Stay tuned.
Esports taught me when it's all on the line, you gotta dig deep. No matter where you come from, no matter how hard you go in your neighborhood, no matter what you've been through, it all leads to this. That moment when your heart is pounding and the same pattern of buttons you've pressed 1,000 times becomes more than just a pattern. It becomes a cadence. It's a symphony. It's a key to a door of opportunity that others would kill to have. But they didn't put the hours in. They didn't stay up late on the nights before work or late on the day the project is due. You did. So now it's your moment. All you gotta do is dig deep. When the moment calls, are you ready? Many are called, few are chosen. The Chosen Championship, coming to Accra, Ghana, July 2023.
Years of packing the stands and putting you on the pitch. But it's time to get closer. There we go. This is a whole different game. One that spirit can't be broken. From this close, icons become just teammates. Limits look more like milestones. Like making that dream move a reality. Or setting a bar for the next generation to beat. The closer you get, the more you start to feel a bit of magic. The kind that inspires generations, gives us legends to learn from, and pushes us to become better. It dares us to take risks, and we back those who do the same. Flexing and Vinny. You can rep your childhood club and wear any colour. All you gotta do is play. That's what brings us closer. Closer to each other and closer to the world's game. I don't need to tell you that though. You're part of this. Always have been. And you're in good company. Welcome to the club.
And this match on your screen is now live between Evans of Modern Row. I mean, they are gamers who have journeyed all the way from Kumasi over 200 kilometers just to be here for this tournament. And now he is up against George, popularly known as AI of Prime Lots, and AI is in that white kit, and of course Evans from Modern Row is in the blue kit. And so Slimo, take us on.
Well, this is a very, very big fixture in terms of the group standings. Currently, Evans coming in third with 6 points. George also with 3 points. So it's going to mean a lot for the group permutations. If Evans wins, he's going up with 9 points. He's going to go on top of Sule and Mbappe. If George wins, he goes to third with 6 points. So this match could have huge ramifications. I'm here for this one. Slimo, I'll take you through all the updates with this one, but it promises to be exciting. Evans of Modern Row Esports in the blue, George Prime Lot in the white. Evans currently attacking. Mendes, Sule, Evans has been so impressive, and he could continue in that fashion, and he does. The Brazilian Neymar, the reverse elastico, get the separation, and when he's got that, you know you're in trouble. Neymar smashing into the back of the net. Currently, Evans stops the group.
And that was just what I was talking about in that previous match where Sule and Mbappe just share the scores right there. It gives the other players that opportunity to also, come on top. Even if briefly it is, at least it's a good feeling that, at the point in time I top the group. And so kudos to Evans, Modern Row, shouts to you. Elias, I'm sure he's monitoring the action all the way from Kumasi, and definitely he'll be proud of his team members for pulling this through.
Well, here comes George, who's looking to level things up.
Way to go.
And well, unfortunate for Evans, but very fortunate for George. He's going to take that all day. He needs these points. And well, sometimes FIFA can just be cruel. He just got that shot away, just bubbled and bubbled through Donnaruma's hands, and it found its way into the back of the net. We are level people. The Chosen Championships has given you everything, from surprises to upsets to formalities. We've given you everything. Interesting, and he could build momentum from there. Grabs the second. Just one goal can give you that momentum and grab you the second. Neymar Jr. grabs the second for George. He currently has 6 points, and look, the group is going to be chopping and changing at this moment. Mbappe and Sule, I'm sure they'll probably be rooting for George at this point to probably win and get 6 points, because if Evans gets the win, he's going to give them a lot of trouble.
Most definitely. I mean, both Sule and Mbappe will be gunning right behind AI, popularly known as George, popularly known as AI from Prime Lot, to actually win this one so that they can maintain their top positions on the group.
Course.
Yeah,
well,
an interesting group this is.
Well, viewers, I promise you that I'll be giving some results from other groups, and there has been a big result. Ado Tabi Endless from Convict Records Esports just beat the Play Province champion. Well, just as I was going to go away, Ivan says he's not going to lie down easily. He grabs that equalizer, making it 2-2. This game is fire. But just as I was saying, Endless has beat Big House of Play Province by 2-1. This takes him top of the group. He kindly leads with 9 points to his name. Group 3, Endless, Convict Records Esports, kindly leading. A group that has Big House, a group that has Wisemas, a group that features Wonder Kid, a group that features Guy Kobe of Osmos Esports, and kindly the Convict Records Esports man, doing his team very, very proud, kindly leading with 9 points. Evans, well, it kind of takes 10 around for him after that lucky goal, we should call it, but lucky on the spot, I should say. Neymar twisting and turning and decides to go for the shot, but Kimpembe reads it all the way. Group 4 also chopping and turning. We told you earlier, Mbappe, Sule kindly have 8 points. There's a lot of permutations going on here, and this game could really mean a lot to both sides. Evans once again decides to go for the extra pass, but it has been read. Now
I've just noticed that both of these players really utilize the bylines. They like to cut in right from the edges and try to slot it through the legs of the goalkeepers. I don't know, is that a new meta in the game?
I've kind of spoken to a lot of players. They are telling me attacking from the wings feels easier than going through the middle. With the middle, you have to surely go for the driven pass, but it seems like a lot of people have read that driven pass, so you have to mix it up a bit, and that's why we are seeing a lot of players go down the wing. And so far, it's produced goals. We love seeing goals, of course.
Definitely, we love to see these goals.
It's 4 goals on board, so we'll take that. 2 goals apiece, but there could be 5. Sule exchange passes with Mbappe, just couldn't get the desired power on that shot. But end-to-end stuff here. Evans almost getting the 3rd.
Now we are still live right here at the Otium Game Hub, where we're having the optimum, levels of excitement and fun right here as we're still on the,
we've been doing a lot of rankings. Where are we going to put Otium if we are seeing game hubs in the country? If not number 1, surely number 2, right?
Definitely top 2 and not even the 2nd.
Otium Game Hub giving us the best of gaming experience for the chosen championships, brought to you by Gold Standard Gaming. Digital Diaspora, well, that could have been the 3rd for Evans, who's currently knocking at the door vigorously. It could go either way. Through ball, can't find Mbappe. Well, 60 minutes gone. I've told you there's huge ramifications for the group with how this one is going to end, and these players are just living up to expectation, delivering top-notch FIFA, attacking FIFA. That is what we love to see. No one likes to see a defensive game where we are not going to see any goals like we saw between Sule and Mbappe. But if it creates a lot of chances, we'll take that. But so far, this one has given us a lot of goals, and George could even give us more here. Well, excellent goalkeeper movement from Evans. I'm going to commend George for creating that chance, but Evans, knowing where that ball is going to go to, well, this year, in situations like those, I've seen players borrow into the outside foot shot, or the trivela as most people call it, but Evans, well, George was looking to do something different, and Evans read it all the way, keeping the scoreline at 2 goals apiece. Neymar turning, can't find the Messi, heel to heel. Could he find the finish? George still probing. Well, love to pass, but Neymar just can't control it in that tight area. There is some updates from Group 1. Well,
that is looking to be the most
competitive group. Now 4 players are on 7 points. Prince Jonas has rocketed his chances of qualifying to the number 1 spot, as he claims number 1 spot with 7 points. Corte Charles Neboy.
He's on 7 points with
Esports, of course.
A plus of 3 goals.
He's got the goals to back him, but there's 4 players on 7 points. Jonas is on 7 points, Neboy on 7 points, Choice Bada 7 points, Explosion Esports captain Genie also with 7 points.
Hold on, Genie is the captain?
Of course.
Wow.
He is the captain.
He will be.
Well, it just kind of tells you that what the management feel like Genie has. Maybe he has that captaincy material in him, so maybe he's a leader, and so far this tournament is leading by example, doing so well. But his teammates are not doing bad either. Sule, in second place, we should say.
But that group, battle of the esports teams also are playing right here.
Surely Campbell Esports, Explosion Esports,
the 500 battalions,
very the 500 battalions, we see you. Well, almost the 3rd. This game has given us everything has been with this game, but with just 6 minutes to go, who's going to grab the victory? You can let us know your thoughts in the comment section. As Evans and George go at each other. Evans in the blue, George in the white, with the final 5 minutes to go. Sanchez, Evans surely going to create that last attack of the game. That is, if he wants to, with just 3 minutes gone. Hakimi, this could be that chance. Decides to go down the flank. returns the ball to the Spaniard Sule. Well, the pass came a bit too early. The Moroccan probably also made this run early. Hakimi just latching onto that ball, and the linesman
an early
saying,
run in the late pass.
of course. Interesting, as it was offside, but George could break some hearts here. Wow. Turning, well, Neymar just couldn't find the finish, and they're going to settle for a draw. Wow. It's good news for the likes of Mbappe and Sule, I should say.
Definitely.
Yeah, they share the spells and make the group more relaxing for those two at the top. But that was that fixture we brought to you, a very, very intense one.
Now, I mean, another draw yet again, right after that draw between Sule and Mbappe, we've yet witnessed another draw, and that makes the stakes of that group still very, very high right there. I mean, anybody at all could go through into the final four. And so let's take a look at some of the comments coming through from our fans and our viewers live on the EsportsGhana YouTube page on YouTube. Please kindly share the link if you're on the stream. Please, I'm begging you, share it. Let's share the good news of esports in the country. Let's share the good news of the chosen esports championship, where many were called, a few were chosen, and
there are 32 chosen out here.
There will still be some few more to be chosen until there's one man standing in this tournament right here. And so live on YouTube, we have Kamek Records esports team, of course, the chairman himself, live from Germany. Guten Morgen, if I should greet you. And he says 500 battalions are there for our guys, of course, definitely. And Emmanuel Bonzi came in with a comment, and I'm sure that was between the match of Sule and Mbappe, and he, I think, came through saying that there was too much respect amongst themselves. Of course, definitely, there are two top guys, they definitely need to respect each other in there. And EB Thirds, of course, he was here
yesterday. He wasn't able to make it, but he also put up a very good performance.
Well, EB Thirds says he believes that Kennedy is going to win it all. Really?
Wow. Kennedy. Well, it's not going smoothly for the Roots Esports man. I must say, he's had 3 draws in the game. He's just on 3 points, and there are 4 places to qualify for. It's going to be difficult, but nothing is impossible.
Nothing is definitely impossible. And of course, Emmanuel Bonzi came in again. He was asking why EB Thirds didn't participate. EB Thirds participated, but so big ups to EB Thirds. Better luck next time. Marvin Gaming is on live with us, and he says big ups, more wins. All right, so support coming in for big ups right there. And Modern Row Esports, yes, they are coming through with support right away from Kumasi for their boys who are in here. Of course, there is Mulish in the building, there is Evans. In fact, the entire squad from Kumasi are live here representing. So shouts to you all. Play Province is just smiling. Of course, Play Province always comes through with smiles. Definitely, that's where champions are made. And so shouts to Play Province. And Nana Martin says Team Modiro all the way. Wow, quite some support coming from our American brothers.
Well, of course, they have to have that support. And I must say, I was very impressed with how Mark played. And there was a big scoreline as well, a very big scoreline. Mulish beat Wonder Kid. Of course, Mulish beat, it was a much earlier play, but I have to give something for the Kumasi fans. They've been excellent. Mulish beat Wonder Kid by a lone goal, and it makes Group 3 even more interesting. So big ups to the Kumasi boys. They put on an excellent show so far.
Hold on, which of the big ups are we talking about? Big ups, thumbs up. Anyway, kudos to you guys right away from Kumasi. Modern Rose says, oh, good work going on by Vesper and Slimer. Thank you, sir. We salute you right back. And so on this note, let's take a quick break. We'll be back with more action.
There's big updates to come.
Definitely big updates coming to you. And it's still the chosen E-Championship 2023. Stay tuned.
lots happened in the last 10 years. It's a miracle I'm even sitting here now. I got a second chance. And I'm gonna take advantage of that. But I need you with me, Pete. We're gonna heal the world.
All right, back again into the Chosen E Championship 2023 battles happening right here. Mind you, there are 3 games being played for this particular championship. There's FIFA 23, Mortal Kombat 11, and of course Tekken 7. And so there is lots of money as well to be won by these athletes, by these E-athletes, I will call them, who have represented.
Charlie, first of all, Vespa, there's 5K at stake for the winner.
Yes,
for each of these disciplines.
Yes.
So Vespa, you 5K if you get what you could take by.
5K is a lot. Now I have a car which is currently at the workshop.
Hey, the Land Cruiser itself.
My Land Cruiser. I'll quickly, go to do some touch-ups and freshen it up.
But let us know in the comment section what can you use 5K for?
Exactly.
And in this hard economy in Ghana.
Very hard one. So now let's get the updates from the group stages.
Well, I already told you that there were big updates from Group 1. So if you are following closely, you already know that Group 1 is being very, very tight. Now Group 2, my dark horse for Group 2 is still going strong. The free agent, DJ Juvenile, leapfrogs Jeff Obodai to take top spot.
Wow.
He's leading with goals now, but the same points. 7 points. DJ Juvenile has 7 points. Jeff Obodai also 7 points.
All right.
Dennis Yeboah, OG Drizzy, those of you who popularly also call him Ura, is currently with 6 points. Montana drops to 4th with 6. Stanley Kwesi, the Explosion Esports man, is still just 4th. He's coming in 4th with just 3 points. And Ponsa Max also has 3.
No, Stanley's on 5th.
Well, Stanley has that 5th position with 3 points. And Ponsa Max also 3. John Kennedy 2. Mark Mate also with just 2 points. So Group 2 stacked. Group 2, my group of death stacked. Now let's go to other people's group of death. Group 3, Ado Tabi endless 9 points. Guy Kobe joins him at the first spot with also 9 points. Guy Kobe started a bit slow when he lost his first game to Ado Tabi, but he's bounced back strongly. The Osmos Esports man reminding you why he's one of the best ever to grace a controller in this country, coming in second with 9 points. William Ofer, Weissmas, we've spoken about him consistently. Now I said earlier that Montana was top 3 when it comes to attacking. I'll have to add another guy in there, Weissmas. At the end of the show, don't worry, I'll tell you the other 3rd member of that list. The top 3 attackers, FIFA 23 for me, Weissmas makes that list. He comes in 3rd with 7 points. Big ups. Big ups kindly, I should say a 50-50 performance from him. We see him.
Is he being complacent?
Well,
after,
maybe
winning several tournaments this year.
This year, I think he's the leader when it comes to winning tournament. I think he's got like 5 accolades to his name. Maybe joint with choice. I'll have to check the records for that. But I won't say he's being complacent. Maybe the competition is more tougher than he expected. But he's not in a bad position, I should say. He lost his recent game against Ado Tabi. He lost by 2 goals to 1. He's currently in fourth position with 6 points. Ofori Asante Franklin also 6 points. Ni Pako Wonder Kid. That is where the big subject is. But he's come to play another game with them playing more games than him. Maybe if he gets this game, he gets a 6 points and maybe battles big ups for that 4th spot. But Group 3 is a very, very hot one. And Raymond and Fred kindly with no points. Sorry, Fred has just 1 point, Raymond with no points. And in the group that the live stream is on, Group 8, very, very tight. Sule, Mbappe, 8 points. Ivan, 7. Leaford, 6. Leaford is NK from Play Province, if you are wondering. Frimpon Eric, the GFA EE player as well, comes in 5th with 5. George Osei Adjaman with 4. So that 6 spots are so tight. And the final 2, Eugene and Osborne. I don't know what's happening today. The Canvic Records esports man, things are not really working for him. He currently has no points to his name. That is how the groups are working, and it's just incredible to see how things will pan out.
Definitely, it will be incredible to see how things are going to turn out. But then tell me, does it take practice? Does it take talent? What does it really take to win a tournament of this nature?
Well, sometimes practice training can do it for you, but sometimes luck has to be on your side. I feel like with Kennedy, I witnessed some of his games. The luck just wasn't there for him. In tournaments like these, the lucky players usually win. I'm not saying just luck only, but you have to be good as well. Like DJ Juvenile, the dark horse I've been talking about, he's got the luck on his side for today, and he's been playing well as well. But maybe today could be his day. Tomorrow for the grand finals, it could just switch off. So luck is also a huge factor. You have to be lucky. I don't know whether the luck comes from, but sometimes it just comes from the players.
Well, luck, wherever you are, please locate our players today. They really need you badly. And so that is about it. We'll be getting straight into the next game of the day coming on very soon. And this will be our last game for this stream too. We'll be going for a temporal break after this stream. And we'll bring to you some more action in our third stream where the knockout stages probably will be live. But then this is now between Frems of Oasis Esports Club all the way from Kumasi as well. And of course, there's NK from Play Province, who is in the white kit, and of course Frems is in the blue kit for this game. So Slimo, take us on.
Well, this is also a very huge game. Both players still have a real chance of qualifying. Frems currently has 5 points and K also with 6. So just a point separating both sides. They desperately need wins. And K in the blue, Frems in the white. It promises to be exciting. Well, sorry, NK in the white currently attacking with Ramos. NK looking to break down that defense. But Renato Sanchez in the way, I must say, the dark horse in the PSG team, the Portuguese Renato Sanchez. He's just incredible. He's quick as a midfielder, and you know what? His ball control. I thought at first using PSG, I thought Renato Sanchez was one of those weak points, but his ball control is top notch. He can also shoot from distance.
You might judge from his overall rating and feel he's
just a 79 overall rated player.
But on the field, he really puts in the work here.
So Renato Sanchez, a very big dark horse for that PSG side, and a lot of these players
utilize. Rated youngster.
Yes, a wonder kid, I should call him at that point from Bayern München, and they loaned him out, but it hasn't really worked out for him. NK first chance ball, well, could have been a penalty, but the on-pitch referee says he's not going to be accepting that. The ball roll was very good, I should say.
I mean, it was a two-time ball roll in succession. So the first ball roll, second ball roll, and it was almost just about to hit in when, luck was missing for.
Well, it's actually interesting to see who qualifies alongside Sule and Mbappe. It looks like both of them may have sealed. They have 1 foot already in the knockout stages. It's interesting to see who makes it into the next round of the competition alongside them, because there's NK, there's Frames, there's big players in there as well. So it's very interesting to see who joins them. Eric Osei, Jordan Seyajiman is also in that mix. Evans also in that mix. Currently, Evans has more control of qualifying because he's got 7 points. So Group 4, don't sleep on Group 4. It promises to be exciting. The GFA player currently attacking Frems with the final attack of the game, but the ref says time is up and it ends scoreless. But looking at what you've seen from today, who do you think has the two names out, Sule and Mbappe? We can confidently say maybe they are going through, but who do you think is going to be the final two to join them? Could it be these two?
That's quite a
but Evans has a very strong position as well. So I've put Vespa on the spot here. You will give him some time to think about it.
Take me off the spot. This spot is quite a
on the attack. Mbappe turning, looking to return that pass into Neymar, but really well cut out, I should say. The defense from Frems has been very good, and he's looking to break out on a counter of his own. Sanchez in a foot race with Ramos, bearing down the goal, very good chance, and the shot across, almost finding the Frenchman. But Donnarumma, I must say, he has been the star of the show so far, getting onto that ball, preventing Frems from grabbing that first goal of the game. What a very good chance created, but just couldn't find the execution. Still no goals to show for all of the attacking efforts, but a lot of mouth-watering chances to talk about. Both players going at it really hard.
I feel this match might also end in a draw right here, the previous two matches did. It's quite a difficult fixture, happening right here in Group 4. These Group 4 players, they're all really good. In fact, you asked me earlier if I believe NK and Frems might be the two other players joining. I can tip for NK, but I really can't trust for Frems. He is a member of the national team, e-soccer team, and it's quite an honor for him being here amongst the other players. But
speaking of Frems almost grabbing that first goal, when he was signed onto Oasis as well, it wasn't only him. He was signed alongside his brother Westbrook, who unfortunately couldn't make it here. I know he's probably supporting very strongly from home.
Westbrook has actually joined on the the live stream.
Okay, Yes, bro. Shout outs to you. Thank you for watching as well. But your brother has to do a little bit more to qualify into the knockout rounds. I know you really be supporting him. And here he comes. Speaking of Frames, into the ball row. Messi just can't turn away. But a very strong start from Frames. He has to keep doing this if he's looking to grab that goal. And NK is not going to make it easy for him either. NK also has a big point to prove this year. Play Province players have been very good, but we've not seen too much from this particular Play Province man, and he's looking to make a very, very big statement. Hakimi. Well, trying to play that into space to find Mbappe, but with just 20 minutes gone, I'm expecting these players to be more decisive with the passing. With FIFA 23, passing is essential. We've seen driven passes, we've seen over the top through ball passes, we've seen ground through ball passes, but you have to be decisive with this. The normal passes, the normal X pass could just sell you out, and so far it's not really working for both of these sides. Mbappe, brilliant tear. Well, the roulette almost did a trick, but ref says he was fouled. Now, FIFA 23, a lot of people have complained about FIFA 23 with the gameplay and everything, and I'm not going to say too much about the gameplay, but the competitive edge.
When has there ever been no complaints?
That is the problem. That is the problem.
We all still play it. So I mean, it
is for the love of the game. So yeah, surely. But what I was trying to say is this year, I must say, for me being in FIFA Esports, this has been the most competitive year for me so far. We haven't had a 1-horse race or a 2-horse race, and even a 3-horse race this year. Choice Match arguably number 1 this year. Big Ass arguably number 1. Kennedy in the mix as well. We haven't seen too much of Wonder Kid, but he could do something today. Guy Kobe's in there. Sule.
And look at that!
Wow! I was just caught off guard, but a very good goal from Frames in the dying moments.
Now,
and what a big goal this could mean.
Let's look at the highlight for this. That build-up was quite a sweet one.
Wow, what a very big goal for him.
Here it is. That driven pass right there.
Wow, a very big goal from the Oasis Esports player. It could do a lot for his chances of qualifying to the next round of the competition. I must say, this guy has been top notch. It wasn't too good from him in that first half, but he's turned it up a notch. This could be the goal that could secure him all 3 points to boost his chances of making it into the next round of the competition. Mind you, if he grabs this win, well, I might have something to say about that. And well, I almost thought that the ref pointed to the penalty spot, but I was just offside, and surely now Frames will grab all 3 points, which leapfrogs him into 3rd place. He's now also going to have 8 points with the likes of Mbappe and Sule. Exactly. That was some huge points there. Congratulations, Frames. You've got all 3 points to yourself.
All right, and so that brings us to the very end of that game between Frames and NK, where Frames actually left it very late to seal off the 3 points, the maximum 3 points of that game right there. So kudos to the Oasis Esports athlete right there, and I'm sure his management will be happy about this. He still has to do more to be able to seal off the qualification into the round of 16, but then he's done enough at this point in time. And so let's acknowledge, of course, our sponsors and collaborators again. And so shouts to Gold Standards Gaming, shouts to Digital Diaspora, and of course the Esports Association of Ghana. Also to our partners, Otium Gaming Hub, where we are right here located for this event. Also to Met Arena, to the African Esports Championship, to Play Province, to Play Arena, and of course to Prime, the Prime group of companies. Mr. Ampao, salute to you, sir. You've always been a solid rock of support for esports in the country. Big ups to you, sir, for showing that support to us. And these are our partners, making sure this event has come through. It has been an exciting group stages conquest so far. We'll be going for a temporary break, to just get some water, refresh ourselves, and we'll be back with stream 3, where we'll probably enter into the knockout stage. So please don't go anywhere. Monitor the channel. It is EsportsGhana YouTube. Of course, we'll be sending out the links as well. So if you're in the communities, just stay tuned for that link when we go live again. My name has been Vespa Kofi Sapon, and I've done this with my brother
Slymo. Yours truly.
Thank you, guys. We'll be back.
This is my best friend, Harry. Hey, good to meet you.
New job, huh? Still gonna have time for tutoring?
We'll figure it out. I didn't know there were bears in these woods. Hey, MJ, I have another name for you. Craven. He's here on some kind of hunt.
No, if you need me, I'm just a call away.
Lee, you don't know what you took from me.
All Miles talks about is how to be a better Spider-Man. How to help you.
What the hell's going on with Pete?
He's not himself. Go help him.
This was our dream. I'm not going to lose him.
We're going to heal the world.
Esports taught me when it's all on the line, you gotta dig deep. No matter where you come from, no matter how hard you go in your neighborhood, no matter what you've been through, it all leads to this. That moment when your heart is pounding and the same pattern of buttons you've pressed 1,000 times becomes more than just a pattern. It becomes a cadence. It's a symphony. It's a key to a door of opportunity that others would kill to have. But they didn't put the hours in. They didn't stay up late on the nights before work or late on the day the project is due. You did. So now it's your moment. All you gotta do is dig deep. When the moment calls, are you ready? Many are called, few are chosen. The Chosen Championship, coming to Accra, Ghana, July 2023.